So today we're speaking with Terry Giles, who retired in 2019 after more than 30 years, almost 40 years with Henkel and in the coating industry. And he became an expert on pretreatment and really in automotive finishes. So Terry, I appreciate you joining us today and talking with us. Great. So I always ask people, like I said, you almost had over a 40-year career in the finishing. I always ask people, take us back to how you found your way in the industry, coatings and finishes and all those type of things. Can you kind of give us a kind of a brief interlude of how that all occurred for you?
Sure. My pleasure. I actually started in 1978 with a small company called Solvental Chemical Company. They went through a reorganization, and I went from a research chemist to basically a QC technician. And so I kind of wanted to look for a different job. And in 1981, I was hired by a company called Parker Chemical Company. And I was hired as a research chemist. And I started under Dr. Gary Kent, who hired me, and worked in the automotive end and then also in the general industrial end of the Parker business side. Did that for about 5 or 6 years, and then I got the opportunity to work for a gentleman, Clint Rasmussen, who was really a mentor with respect to equipment. I understood the chemistry part of it, but actually the application and the equipment side of it was totally new to me, and he knew quite a bit about that and did some stuff for design work with Parker. So I went to work for him in the technical service area for automotive, and that's kind of where everything launched. I had a opportunity to introduce the immersion technology to the automotive industry, going from a application to an immersion application prior to E-coat. And I was involved with that. Started the first plant was in Honda in Marysville, Ohio. And that's where I met a guy by the name of Matsuo Mori, who was with our licensee at the time, Nihon Parkerizing. And under him, I kind of learned a little bit more about detail and attention to detail, and not just, well, let's just go ahead and do this. Well, we had to verify it and make sure that everything was correct. And so I learned quite a bit from him on that regards. So it's kind of, I had my chemistry part of it. I had the equipment part of it. I got the detail part of it. When I graduated from college, though, I got to regress a little bit. My only regret was I minored in biology. I didn't really have any business side to me. So I went to work for a guy named John Davison at Parker at the time, and he gave me my marketing background for about 3 or 4 years. I truly missed the technical service side of it. So I went into the technical service side after about 4 years and went ahead and I truly love dealing with the customer side of it, coming out to the plants and dealing with customers in a plant environment, but then also keeping my feet kind of grounded in the roots of the chemistry side of it. So that allowed me to do that in that regards. And then evolved to a global business development manager at the end of the career, and had a chance to work globally with colleagues all across the world, China, Europe, Spain, Italy, and such. And the last real jobs that I did with Henkel at the time were launching the GM new build facilities, Lake Orion, Flint, Arlington, and such. We had quite a group with Greg Kelly, Doug Ing, and the GK people that kind of helped us launch all that. So it's been kind of it's been a fun time and a fun career.